Fellas, today we have quite literally the greatest all-time NBA season ever, as I have headed on to NBA 2K25 and created a custom league with the 30 all-time NBA teams. So the greatest players of all time in their primes will be competing against each other in the same league to win a championship. Now, which players will do the best? Which team will win the championship? Well guys, we are doing this live simulation here on NBA 2K25 to determine the winner. So without further ado, go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite snack, and let this all-time madness of a simulation begin. So, let's go. Fellas, we are now on NBA 2K25, and as you see up on the screen, this is the current NBA league, all the 30 regular teams, but now we have just changed it, replacing the 30 teams with their all-time team, and this is going to be a season of playoff simulation here on NBA 2K25. I am so excited. I mean, 30 all-time NBA teams, the greatest all-time going at it. Who is going to win this one? Well, let's get to the rosters. And as we go over the all-time teams before we simulate the season, comment down below your favorite team or the team that you think is going to win. We begin with the all-time 76ers, Joel Embiid, Julius Erving, Allen Iverson, Moses Malone. Every team on here is absolutely stacked, so everybody is going to have a chance to win, as the all-time Bucks have Ray Allen, Giannis, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That team is looking good. And maybe one of the favorites, the all-time Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan, Derrick Rose, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Jimmy Butler on the team as well, Joakim Noah. I mean, that team, spectacular. LeBron James leads the Cleveland Cavaliers all-time team at a 99 overall, and he's back with Kyrie Irving, former teammate. Kyrie Irving was his best teammate ever, in my opinion, but the all-time Boston Celtics, definitely a top 3 favorite team in this simulation. I mean, they are just stacked from top to bottom, and I'm happy to see that Rondo is on this all-time team, even Jaylen Brown. I mean, guys, if you didn't know, when I was a little kid, Rajon Rondo is the reason why I'm a huge Celtics fan. The way he used to play the game, the assists, playmaking, all of that. But my favorite player right now, and honestly all time, is Marcus Smart. I don't think anybody, in my opinion, will surpass Marcus Smart as my favorite player. I mean, honestly, he is one of the greatest shooters of all time. Anyways, though, let's get back to the rosters. We saw the Memphis Grizzlies all-time team. They look pretty good. The all-time Hawks team, very special as well. All-time Heat, of course, they are stacked. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Shaq. We see Alonzo Mourning, Jimmy Butler as well. Hornets of all time, led by Glenn Rice. Kemba Walker's on there as well. All-time Utah Jazz, very good team here. Stockton, Malone. We see Andre Karolinko, Pete Maravich. Sacramento all-time team looks very good as well. I mean, every team in this is good, but there are obviously some juggernauts compared to the rest. The all-time New York Knicks, Walt Frazier on the team. And as we head to the all-time Lakers, oh my goodness, one of the best teams in this simulation. They are so stacked as you look at their squad. This team is filled with players like Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson as well, as we see the Orlando Magic all-time team. Then the all-time Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki, Luka Doncic on a team that is going to be fun to watch. All-time Nets, they are actually very stacked as well, pretty underrated in this simulation. Dr. J, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, all-time Denver Nuggets, Carmelo Anthony and Jokic on the same team. Paul George leads the all-time Indiana Pacers. Then we see the all-time Pelicans, Chris Paul to 97, Anthony Davis. But this simulation is going to be such a fun one, because with all these all-time players, the amount of talent in the league, it is going to be interesting to see who is going to be the MVP, which players perform the best in the playoffs, all of that fun stuff. As we saw the all-time Raptors, the all-time Rockets with James Harden and Hakeem Olajuwon, the all-time Spurs, definitely a favorite in this one, as Tim Duncan's at a 99 overall, as Steve Nash is the highest rated player on the Phoenix Suns. That Suns team, they could be pretty interesting. All-time Oklahoma City Thunder mixed in with the Seattle Supersonics, Kevin Durant, Gary Payton, Russell Westbrook. That team is very good. All-time Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett, Anthony Edwards on the same team. That is going to be a fun duo. And this all-time Portland Blazers team could be a sleeper with Brendan Roy Lillard. And the all-time Warriors, they are stacked with Wilt Chamberlain, Curry, Durant, Barry, Mullins, Thompson. That team looks so good. As the all-time Washington Wizards are the last team in this NBA league, Gilbert Arenas, Wes Unseld. But now, fellas, it is time to simulate to the end of the season here in this all-time NBA league. So let's go. Firstly, I want to check out who made the All-Star game in this all-time season, and Dwayne Wade leads it off in the East. How about that? He had the most votes. both LeBron Jameses, McGrady, Kareem, Kuzi, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Vince Carter, Giannis, and Penny Hardaway lead it. And on the West All-Stars, it is Oscar Robertson with the #1 vote, Curry right behind him, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Wilt Chamberlain, John Stockton, James Harden, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant, Bob McAdoo, Bill Walton, and Chris Paul are the Western All-Stars. And at the end of the regular season, the all-time most valuable player here is LeBron James of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So how about these awards going in this all-time season? Scottie Pippen wins Defensive Player of the Year for the Chicago Bulls, and LeBron James, Clutch Player of the Year as well. As checking out the first team All-NBA, I mean, two LeBron Jameses. LeBron James, does this make him the greatest player of all time? Because Michael Jordan isn't on here. Oscar Robertson as well, Dirk Nowitzki, Bob McAdoo of the all-time Clippers. As a second team, Pettit, Duncan, Garnett, McGrady, and Bill Walton. And now it's time to look at the league leaders. Bob McAdoo led the league in points, and keep in mind, these stats aren't going to be crazy because every single player is on an all-time team, so the ball has to be shared, of course. Then we see the top 10, Michael Jordan there, LeBron James, Chamberlain, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and now let's check out the rebounds per game. It was Wilt Chamberlain who led the league in rebounds, no surprises there. I mean, he's as dominant as ever. And the assists per game leader in this all-time NBA is John Stockton, with Penny Hardaway right behind him, Bob Cousy, Chris Paul, Oscar Robertson, Mark Price. Those guys led the NBA in assists. Now let's check out some defensive stats. Leading the NBA in steals, Allen Iverson and Michael Jordan tied. As blocks per game, Anthony Davis leads it. So Anthony Davis, how about that? He leads the NBA in blocks. But now let's check out the standings in the East. The Celtics with the 1 seed, right behind them are the New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Philadelphia 76ers make it, Milwaukee Bucks, Detroit makes it at number 6, and the play-in tournament teams in this simulation will be Miami, Washington, Chicago, Atlanta, and they're the teams who did not make it to the postseason in the Eastern Conference. I am surprised Brooklyn was so far down, as well as Toronto. Now moving to the all-time Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors lead as the Rockets are 2, Lakers 3, Jazz 4, Kings 5, Denver gets the 6th seed, and the play-in tournament teams are the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got the Clippers in there, Timberwolves, and the Portland Blazers. And here are the teams who missed out. I'm very surprised the all-time Spurs did not make it, as well as the all-time Dallas Mavericks, but those are the teams not in the postseason for this simulation. And so the all-time playoffs are here on NBA 2K25. But of course, we had to simulate the play-in tournament first. They're the teams in the West, some great matchups, and in the Eastern Conference all-time play-in tournament, they're the teams. Washington, Miami should be a good one. But anyways, let's simulate that real quickly. And bam, the teams that got in are the all-time Clippers, all-time Thunder, all-time Bulls, all-time Miami Heat, as here is the 16-team official bracket for the all-time NBA playoffs here on 2K. This is gonna be crazy. The best of the best going at it, competing for a championship. I mean, look at these matchups in the first round. Boston, Chicago, Miami, New York, Denver, LA. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get this underway. But guys, it is your last chance to comment down below your predictions for today's simulation. And all these games will be simulated live here in NBA 2K. So without further ado, fellas, the road to the NBA Finals will begin here in the very first round. So let the madness begin. Let's go. First round action, we begin in Los Angeles. It is the Golden State Warriors who will end up beating the Clippers in 4 games, a clean sweep, and this was the only sweep here in this first round as they win by 10 points. And I mean, this Warriors team, it's so dominant. They're going to be tough to beat out in the West. As now we head down to Utah, it's a close one, tied at 119. Jazz lead the series 3-1. Here is Maravich, jumper, no good. Sacramento the rebound. Kings trying to force a game 6. As here is Chris Webber gets a foul called, and he's gonna go to the line. I don't know about this one. Do you guys think that was a charge or a blocking foul, or there should have been no call? But either way, it's gonna be free throws for Webber as he knocks down the first one to get the Kings a lead here with 38 seconds. Second one on its way, it's good as well. And this Utah crowd kinda quiet, so who's gonna step up? Maravich just missed the last time. You have John Stockton, AK-47, Karl Malone, and it's underneath scored. The Jazz have tied the game. Dantley from John Stockton. 30 seconds remaining here in Game 5. And now these fans are into it. And now the Kings have the ball. Who's going to take their shot? Right now Robertson has it. 1-on-1 with Stockton. Snatch back. Spin spin, lost it. John Stockton rips him. Jazz on the break, and now they have a chance to win the game in this series as their shot clock is off. Utah no timeouts, down to 10 seconds. Stockton with the ball. Malone goes to the paint. Stockton goes to Malone. Malone, fadeaway J is pure. Jazz lead by 2. 2 seconds remaining. Robertson needs it. Won't get it, and the Jazz beat their all-time Kings in the first round in 5 games. Robertson sold this one, not gonna lie. And for this Jazz team, they move on to the conference semifinals. Now moving on, what a first round matchup this was. The all-time Heat and the all-time Knicks. And I thought the all-time Heat would have won this even as the 7th seed, but it is the all-time Knicks who would defeat the Heat in 5 games. Moving on, and Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing. This Knicks team, it's a tough one, and they're gonna continue their playoff run. And now we got a dance cam going on in Milwaukee. How about this? NBA 2K25 added this year, and now with 51 seconds, the all-time Bucks, they're down by 1 of the all-time Sixers. However, Milwaukee leads the series, so can they close it out on 6? And why is the dance cam logo still on the screen? Come on, 2K, as the jumper is good from Baker, and the Bucks fans rise to their feet. They're looking to move this series on to the next round. If the Sixers, they want to force that Game 7 back in Philly. 34 seconds. Iverson gives it up. Hayes now to Irving. Back to Iverson. Iverson's their main guy. What a move! Iverson off the mark, and they're gonna have to foul. I mean, that was crazy. Allen Iverson tried it, but it didn't work as now Giannis Antetokounmpo to the line. He is not the greatest free throw shooter, but he's definitely improved. As here in the simulation, he misses the first. And now here comes the second free throw. This is to make it a 2-point game. This is a pretty big one, as we saw Malone check into the game, and he missed them both. Oh my goodness, the Sixers have it. 20 seconds, shot clock off. And Allen Iverson has it. You can't let Allen Iverson shoot the ball here, as they're going to go to the paint. Moses Malone, one of the all-time leaders in rebounds and points, puts in the jumper. Oh man, how about the shot from Malone? 8 seconds, Bucks still have a chance, looking to win the series. Giannis against Irving, gives it up. The 3 on its way. Rims out. There's gonna be a Game 7. Philly holds on the road, and they were gonna win Game 6. What a finish here. This series isn't over just yet. And now off to Denver, 15 seconds, and it looks to be over here as Shaquille O'Neal puts it in. It's too easy. And as the Lakers team didn't necessarily dominate the series, but they dominated this game, as the Nuggets will take them to 6, but they will fall here. Jokic or Shaq, that was absolute cinema. But now, fellas, on to a 1-point game in Oklahoma City. 38 seconds. Thunder down by 1. Rockets looking to force 7. Kemp gives it to Westbrook. Westbrook 1-on-1. Driving right. Little speed boost. Draws the double. Kicks it. Durant. Bang! Man, the Thunder fans miss that connection, and Oklahoma City goes up by 2, and they're looking to close out the series here at 6. And now just 22 seconds remaining. Here comes James Harden. Spin, puts it up and in. James Harden on the rack attack. Puts in the layup, and that's a former MVP, one of the greatest offensive players of all time, especially in his prime on the Rockets. And now Westbrook has it with 8 seconds. It looks like the 6th man of the year is going to take it. He's driving in the paint with his left. It's in! Russell Westbrook is hype. Rockets down 2. Season on the line. Harden needs it from half court. And it rims out no good. Thunder win as the 7th seed. Russell Westbrook the game winner. Down goes Houston in the first round. What a matchup. What a finish. How about this Thunder team? And now off to Cleveland. It is the Cavaliers over the Detroit Pistons in a Game 7. We have 3 in this first round. This is the first out of 3 as LeBron James, I mean, he's so dominant. Won an MVP in the season already, and now he's taking his team all the way to the second round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. Game 7 between maybe the favorites, the Boston Celtics, and Michael Jordan and his Bulls. Jordan from Rose, and Chicago leads by 2 in TD Garden with 50 seconds. Can they upset the Celtics? I mean, is it really an upset? Because this Bulls team is so good on paper, even though they're the 8th seed. But here comes Kuzi, 1-on-1, now to Larry, Bird in the paint, spin, baseline, good! Over the defensive player of the year, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, one of the greatest of all time, ties it at 121. And now just 30 seconds, here is Michael Jordan against Paul Pierce. How will the Bulls respond? They give it up, Gilmore, looks like they're running a play, Rodman, Jordan underneath, now it's gonna go to Rose, Rose to drive, layup, no! Bird the rebound, 15 seconds, here come the Celtics with a chance to take the lead, in the hands of Cousy, will they go back to Bird? Cousy with it, Cousy now to Bird, Larry, legend underneath, got it again! Takeover from Larry Bird, Bulls need a timeout, 4.5 seconds remaining in Game 7. Chicago with one more opportunity, trying to defeat the one-seeded Celtics. Will they go for overtime or the win? Rose is going to take it. Rose fires for the win, and it almost goes down, but it falls short, and the Celtics defeat the Bulls in a Game 7. What a series that was, one for the ages. So Bird knocks off Jordan here in the first round of this playoff simulation. And as we go to the Game 7, we saw the 76ers force it, but they will not win at home as they blow it 136-128. Allen Iverson, he did his best. He had 32 points, but it wasn't enough as Oscar Robertson with 29, Kareem with 21, Giannis, he had 16 points in the victory. And now, fellas, we are now on to the second round of this all-time NBA league. No surprises here. Boston's in it, Los Angeles still in it, but we see some other teams in here like the Thunder, the Jazz, the Warriors, Bucks, Knicks, and the Cavaliers. Well, guys, it is time to find out right now which teams will move on to the conference finals here on this 2K25 sim. So sit down, relax, and let's continue on. Here we go. Conference semifinal action begins here in Los Angeles as the all-time Lakers knock off the all-time Oklahoma City Thunder as they get the rejection there, 136-117 in Game 5. And the Lakers, they're moving on to the Western Conference Finals. I feel like a lot of you guys predicted that. And in the 2K sim, they move on. And to meet them in the Western Conference Finals, it is the all-time Golden State Warriors with Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Wilt Chamberlain. This team is tough to beat as the all-time Jazz, they're a great squad, but they're going to go against this Warriors team and fall in 5 games, 142 to 108 here at Game 5 final. This all-time Golden State Warriors team might be impossible to beat when you have Chamberlain go for 31, Durant over 20, Arzin over 20, Barry, Stephen Curry was number 6 in points, and they still won. That is impressive. But now as we continue the second round, still no close matchups. The Boston Celtics will annihilate the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 5 to win the series. So the Bulls proved to be a tough test for the Celtics in the first round, as the Bucks didn't seem to be a hard one to get through, as Milwaukee falls in this playoff simulation and Boston moves on. And the all-time Cleveland Cavaliers will knock out the New York Knicks in 6 games to win the series and move on. LeBron James won the MVP in the regular season, and now he's taking his team all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James on the same team, one of the greatest duos ever. But again, no close games in that second round. Hopefully we get some in the conference finals, but the Knicks are eliminated. And so down to 4 teams. How are your predictions as we have the all-time Warriors versus the all-time Lakers in the West and the all-time Cavs versus the all-time Celtics in the East? This should be really fun. This has been such a fun simulation though, I can't lie. I really enjoy making these types of videos. So without further ado, fellas, let's find out which 2 teams will move to the all-time NBA Finals here on 2K25. So let's go. Western Conference Finals, we are in a Game 7 and we are tied at 118 as Shaquille O'Neal misses the free throw. Warriors fans go crazy. Under a minute to go. Klay Thompson from green. Bang! The triple is good. Warriors on top here in the Western Conference Finals Game 7. They're looking to advance to the championship series. Meanwhile, the all-time Lakers, they have so many players on this team as Jerry West has the ball. Going at Curry. Spin. Pump. Blocked by Chamberlain, swatted like a volleyball. Wow, and here come this crowd rise to their feet. This place is going absolutely insane. Chamberlain on the defensive effort, out of bounds, Lakers ball still. What will Los Angeles do? Will they go for the quick 2 or take the 3-pointer? 35 seconds, O'Neal inbounds to West, pump fake on Curry, swing to the corner. Now it's off to Kobe Bryant for 3, rattles it in. The Mamba strikes here in Game 7. Kobe Bryant ties it up. Huge 3-pointer under 30 seconds. Man, I miss Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, but this is what these simulations are all about. As Curry, are you kidding me with that? No good. That might have been the worst shot ever. I mean, I know we can make it, but why not take it down? And that gives the Lakers the ball with a chance to win the game in the series. Again, that isn't Curry's range, but I mean, it's just a risky shot here in the conference finals. As Shaquille O'Neal going at Chamberlain, missed it. Will stay strong. Thompson. No! Overtime here in Game 7. What back and forth action between these two great teams. Kobe Bryant with a big shot that tied though.
We are headed to overtime.
And now in overtime, under 13 seconds, still tied. Warriors have another chance to win it. Ball in the hands of Thompson. Durant now has it. Chamberlain against Shaquille O'Neal. Looking for the win. Blocked by Shaq this time. Oh man, and as the full court shot almost went down. But double overtime. An all-time Game 7 here in Golden State. Double overtime, series on the line, Lakers up 1, Kobe at their free throw line for 2 free throws, first one is up, and he missed it! Kobe Bryant, known as a clutch player, misses the first one, second one he needs it, and he's got it, but it's a 2-point game, Golden State can go for the win with a 3, Curry has it, 4 seconds, trying to be great, pulls up, and he missed a 3-pointer. Time runs out, and the all-time Lakers win in Game 7. A double overtime thriller. What a series, what a game. Shaquille O'Neal is celebrating, and on the road, the Lakers prevail. And as we move to the Eastern Conference Finals, it looks like the Boston Celtics of all time will lose to the all-time Cavaliers. What a matchup this was, as LeBron James, Kyrie Irving combined for 56 points in this clinching series victory. In Cleveland, all of a sudden moves on. Larry Bird and Bob Cousy did all they could. Well, fellas, we are now down to 2. The NBA Finals of today's NBA 2K25 simulation with all the all-time NBA teams into one league ends up being the all-time Lakers in the West versus the all-time Cavs in the East. Kobe versus LeBron, Shaq versus Kyrie Irving, even though that doesn't really make sense, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm just excited for this. It all comes down to this. Let me know if you predicted any of these teams to do it. So now a best of 7 series, see who takes the throne. Let's go. We go to a Game 6 in Cleveland where we're tied at 131 under a minute to go as LeBron James attacking the rim doesn't get the bunny, and now the Lakers have a chance to take the lead. They also can win the finals because they're up 3-2 for Cleveland. They're trying to force 7. Here's Shaquille O'Neal. This is where he's at his best. Shaquille O'Neal got it to go. The most dominant ever. He has been going crazy in this simulation as he gives the Lakers a 2-point lead here in Game 6 of the finals. LeBron James trying to get back on track after missing the bunny. Snatch back, jumper, bottom. LeBron James ties it with a clutch basket of his own. 28 seconds to go in Game 6. Timeout, Los Angeles. Here we go. After the timeout, Lakers have it. There is still a couple seconds left on that shot clock, so the Cavs will get it back with a rebound, or they'll get it back if the Lakers get it to go. So now with 16 seconds, Los Angeles looking to get a basket. They go to Kobe. Bryant with the drive. Kobe in the paint. Jerry West underneath. Blew the bunny. Lakers missed it. Rebound Cavs. Up the floor with 3 seconds. No timeouts. Daughtery trailing. Puts it in! Oh my goodness! Brad Daughtery with 0.2 seconds! Lakers no! Cleveland wins Game 6 to 4-7! The unlikely hero wins it! Unbelievable! This place is going insane! Oh my goodness, an all-time moment here in AllTime Productions. And as we move to Game 7, it's an 8-point lead for Cleveland here on the road as LeBron James just scored on LeBron James. How funny is that? But the Cavaliers, down 3-2 in the finals, come back and win the 7-game series and beat the all-time Lakers. LeBron James, an all-time season, winning MVP, and now a championship with Kyrie Irving, and the all-time Cavs have done it. You gotta thank Brad Daughtery though, because that shot was insane in Game 6 as they're celebrating right now on the road. I want to see what you guys have to say down below. I mean, this simulation was absolute madness. I mean, unbelievable stuff happened here. And for some reason here in the all-time playoffs, you don't get to see a celebration for the trophy. I don't understand that, but it really doesn't matter. You know the Cavs won, and LeBron James, your finals MVP, averaging 23, 7, and 9 assists. But thank you all for watching. Again, I really hope you enjoyed every single one of you you are the GOAT. I appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next 2K simulation, as it's Halftime Productions, and we out for today. Rah.